February is on its way, or it's already here, and you're looking for what mobile games are new and upcoming, or ones that you should just be playing right now. Of course, I have a list of some of the best options for you, whether they are coming very soon, or if they've been out even for a little while, that are just worth your time. So let's dive into the top 10 games that you should be playing in February 2023 on mobile. Rogue Angel is a roguelike action RPG style game that has a very cyberpunk feel to it. That's something that I really do like about the game. Now, it's not open world, it's very linear as well, but it's a really fun game with a graphic style that is different than others that we've seen in the space. Now, I know we all love cyberpunk-like things. This one mixes that with action RPG style, and it's a super fast game. And yes, you're looking for something new, and you're looking for something in this genre, in this space, and as I mentioned, it's February, so this may be one that you want to check out. Punch, Kick, Duck. Yes, that's right. The name is exactly what you do inside of the game. You are a duck, and you punch and kick. Sounds simple, but the game looks great, and this one is coming very soon to Android and iOS. It's one of those old-fashioned style linear games where you're just in your flat ground, running right to left, fighting along the way. It reminds me of like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but with a duck. And as you can see, other skins such as cats, vegetables, and pears. Fun-looking game, one that seems to be a really great time killer. Maybe not something that you dive into and you know life, but something that you can probably enjoy for quite a bit of time on the casual tip. Sands of SALZAAR is up next, and this is not a free game. This one has a $5 price tag, and it actually was ported over from Steam. It was a fairly successful game over there on Steam, so they figured why not try it out on the mobile platform as well. An action RPG style game here that looks like a lot of fun, but definitely has a bit of those retro graphics to it as well. If that's not something that bothers you, if you don't mind having a little bit less in the graphics, a little bit more in the gameplay, then this might be something for you. Now, I do like it when games are brought over from Steam and put onto mobile because you get more of a hefty game, a chunkier game, a game that has more to it. It's not just a shell, it's an actual game. Sometimes on mobile we get trash. We all know this, so I try and bring you the ones that are not trash. And this one, being that it did well on Steam, has the opportunity for you to enjoy it as well on mobile. Rumble Heroes is an adventure game, and it's coming soon to Android and iOS. Yes, I sounded like a commercial right there, didn't I? The game is super simple, but it also looks really fun as well, and it has some comedy element to it also. I like the idea of the game. Again, it's not something that you're going to spend tons of your time playing. You know, it's not going to be a 5-hour per day game. There's not many mobile games that are, but this is one that really seems like it could be a lot of fun and really enjoyable for you in short sessions when you're looking to kill some time. Now, you guys know I like action RPG style games, so if I were to have a little bit of downtime and wanted to mess with something cash, this could be a perfect option for me and maybe one that I would download. Sword Dash is up next, and this is a really nice looking game. I actually really do like it, and it reminds me of one of those games that really focuses on sword play, some really nice action platformer style game. And here you are a female character with some beautiful pink hair and your sword taking down a bunch of the undead. It's just another one of those really fun games that can be extremely enjoyable if you take it for what it is. What I like most about the game, well, I guess first of all, is I do love zombie games. So there can be a subpar zombie game, and I would rank it just a little bit higher because I actually do love zombie games. But in addition to that, the combat is very fun, and the game just has a nice cosmetic element to it that vibes well with me. So I get the feeling the game that you're currently playing right now is not on the list right now. If it's not on the list, if I haven't spoken about it, let me know what it is down below, because I want to check it out. I want to see if it's one that I should feature in an upcoming video. Next up, we have MACALON, which is one of the retro style music and pixelated retro style game that reminds me a lot of a game that I used to play back in the day called Super Smash Brothers. This game looks like a ton of fun. Platformer fighters are something that can do really well in the mobile space. We've seen it done multiple times before, and this one I would anticipate does very, very well. Graphics are on point. The different types of characters that are inside of the game give you a lot of flexibility with the gameplay style that you want to use, and the game just has a lot of depth and a lot of replayability. Anything that's like Super Smash Brothers is really going to be a big hit with many in the community just because that game did so well. Even some of these characters, they look like they could be straight out of that game. Introducing Wavecade, sitting on the App Store at $1.50. So no, this one is not free to play. And it's pretty simplistic looking. Again, it has that cyberpunk look to it. It's basically the color scheme. Very simple looking game, but it's one of those that's really fulfilling and enjoyable as you play. It's where you want to just kind of get to the next level. You're always pushing to get further and further, and they could be challenging at times as well. Power up your weapon as you go through space and get different abilities to try and push you further and deeper and longer into the game. Really simple game, but also has that really fun replayability to it as well. The weapon upgrades in this game are a lot of fun as well. So much customization that you can do to your ship that really make you more and more powerful. And again, that's just gonna push you further and further, deeper and deeper into the game, which is exactly what you want to do to beat those scores. And Eternal Evolution, I believe I've shared this one with you guys on the channel before. Really nice looking game, action RPG style with some really nice intense action moments as well. A newer game for sure, one that I think is definitely worth your time. Now obviously the trailer here looks incredible, but the gameplay really is nice as well. And it's a game that if you're into action RPG style games and you want something that's a lot of fun, that really seems like it's gonna stick around for a while, this could be a great option for you. ZOZ Final Hour. Now, you guys know I like zombie games. I think I've said that a time or two before. Well, this is one which is based in a modern world, which means the weapons that you're fighting with are modern weapons, and you're trying to survive from the zombie invasion. It's also where you could be taking out other people as well. Yes, it's not just you versus the zombies, it's you versus others versus zombies. It is a PvEvP game that looks like a real lot of fun. It basically mixes COD Zombies with PUBG Mobile. Super fun game with a lot of potential, and it just does it a different way. Remember Mario Kart? Well, Kart Rider Drift looks really good as well. It's out on mobile right now, and there are earlier renditions of this game, and they've actually been quite popular, to be honest with you. But this one is brand new. The graphics look incredible, and the game is super fun. If you're into those casual racing style games, this is an option for you that you just really have to try. I mean, look at these cute guys. They're vehicles. They're awesome. CAPTOR Clash is a role-playing game with some really nice graphics and a lot of playability for you. Now, yes, there are a lot in this genre that you've probably played before or that you've maybe been interested in, but this is another option for you and one of the newer ones that are out right now. Gameplay looks really fun. The control scheme looks pretty intuitive as well. Nothing too crazy and out of the norm. And some of the characters that you get to play as inside of the game look really fun. Again, this is an RPG style game, not an action RPG. So you have to be into that style game, but I know many of you are. RPGs are pretty darn popular on mobile. And now we have Oath of Peak. This is a game that's going to remind you probably quite a bit of Genshin Impact. MMORPG style game. Big, large, open world, a little less depth than you would get out of something like Genshin Impact, but if you're looking for something different that hasn't been out for a few years, this could be something that is really up your alley. I personally love the lightness, the brightness, and the pastelness of this game. It's something that we very often see in this genre, but I think it really does look nice in this one right here. Gameplay also looks like a lot of fun. Boss battles look incredible as well, and it looks like something that you could really dive into, and this is one of the options where it's not just a 5-minute at a time game. This is one where you could sit down with your phone, with your tablet, and really spend a lot of time playing and enjoying. So if you're here at the end of the video, you must have enjoyed it. And the funny thing is, 80% of the people that watch my content are not subscribed to the channel. So if you want to make sure that you're here for the next video, hit the sub button so I can see you tomorrow. It'll be good.